Guys, I have to say this because the more I sit with these recent General Hospital episodes at night with my coffee getting cold beside me, the more I feel like something is deeply off about Chase, Willow, and this entire Sidwell situation. And no, I'm not saying this is official or confirmed. This is speculation. This is me connecting dots the way longtime GH fans always do when the writing starts leaving emotional breadcrumbs all over the place. But if you ask me, Chase may be walking straight into the biggest emotional disaster of his life without even realizing it. And honestly, I think Chase has been unbelievably blind when it comes to Willow for a very long time. I know some fans still see Chase as this loyal, decent guy who always tries to do the right thing. And yes, that's true to a point. But there comes a moment where loyalty stops looking noble and starts looking foolish. Willow has emotionally manipulated Chase for so long that I genuinely think he stopped seeing reality clearly. Every time Willow gets herself tangled in another mess, Chase somehow finds a way to soften toward her again. Even after moving on with his own life, even after getting married, even after planning a future that should have nothing to do with Willow anymore. And that's exactly why I think this story could explode in the most unexpected way. Because what happens if Chase suddenly sees Willow with Sidwell? Not talking, not meeting secretly. I mean, really sees them together in a way nobody expected. Guys, the more I think about it, the more I feel like GH may be quietly setting up a shocking connection between Willow and Sidwell that goes way beyond strategy or politics. And before anybody panics, no, I'm not claiming this is a spoiler. This is simply my personal theory based on the emotional direction the show seems to be leaning toward. Let's really think about this carefully. Sidwell has already done massive things for Willow behind the scenes, in my opinion. I keep looking at the Drew situation, and I cannot shake the feeling that Sidwell helped remove Drew from the board in a way that benefited Willow more than anybody wants to admit. Then suddenly, Willow starts gaining momentum, gaining sympathy, gaining power. It feels too convenient to me. Almost like Sidwell has been quietly building her future while expecting something in return later. And this is where the story gets uncomfortable. Because Willow might feel indebted to him. Not necessarily because she loves him. Not because she suddenly wants him romantically. But because she may feel trapped by what he's done for her. That kind of emotional debt creates dangerous situations in Port Charles. We've watched this show for years, and we all know people on GH rarely do favors out of pure kindness. There's always a hook hidden under the bait. So what if Willow ends up crossing a line with Sidwell? What if she gives him exactly what he wants because she believes she owes him? That would be messy enough already. But now add Chase into the equation. This is where my mind keeps going late at night. Chase has absolutely no reason to suspect Willow and Sidwell are connected that deeply. None. In Chase's mind, Sidwell is dangerous. He's manipulative. He's exactly the type of man Willow should avoid. So if Chase accidentally walks in and sees Willow in bed with Sidwell, I think the shock would completely destroy him internally. And the reason why it would hit so hard is because I don't think Chase is fully over Willow emotionally. I know some people won't agree with me there. But come on, guys. Watch the way Chase reacts around her. Watch the energy shift every time Willow is involved. There's still unresolved attachment there, whether he admits it or not. That's why this could become personal very fast. And here's the scary part. Chase is not just an emotional ex. He's a detective. That changes everything. Most people in Port Charles react emotionally first and rationally later. Chase is different. Once the heartbreak settles in, his instincts would kick in. He would start asking questions. Why is Willow connected to Sidwell? How long has this been happening? What exactly did Sidwell do for her? What really happened around Drew? And the deeper Chase digs, the uglier the truth could become. I actually think Chase discovering Willow and Sidwell together could accidentally trigger a full investigation into everything surrounding Drew. And if that happens, Willow may have no idea how dangerous Chase could become. Because betrayed Chase is very different from normal Chase. Quiet anger is always the most dangerous kind on soaps. I can already picture it in my head. Chase acting calm on the surface while secretly building a case piece by piece. Watching Willow carefully. Following Sidwell's movements. Connecting timelines. Realizing there are holes in the story nobody noticed before. And suddenly, Willow goes from being someone Chase once cared about to someone he believes helped destroy innocent lives. That's the kind of emotional transformation GH loves to write. And honestly, if the writers really go there, I think Chase might even do something nobody expects. He could secretly work with Drew. Now that would be wild. Because let's be honest here. Chase has never exactly been Drew's biggest fan. But if Chase starts believing Willow and Sidwell manipulated events surrounding Drew, then suddenly Drew becomes useful. Useful as a witness. Useful as leverage. Useful as somebody who also wants revenge. Guys, I can absolutely imagine Chase helping Drew recover in secret while pretending he's still neutral publicly. And the entire time, the goal would be taking down Sidwell and Willow together. Imagine how explosive that reveal would be. Willow thinking she still has control of the narrative while Chase quietly gathers evidence behind her back. Sidwell believing he's untouchable while Chase slowly closes in. Drew waiting for the perfect moment to expose everything publicly. That's soap opera gold right there. But what fascinates me most is the emotional side of it all. Because beneath all the revenge and secrets, this story would really be about disappointment. Chase realizing the woman he defended for so long may not be the person he believed she was. And honestly, that kind of heartbreak changes people permanently. I think that's why this theory keeps sticking in my mind. Not because I necessarily want Willow and Sidwell together. Trust me, I never expected my brain to even go there. But the emotional fallout would be massive. Bigger than people realize right now. And if GH truly wants to shake things up, this is exactly the kind of storyline that could do it. A secret relationship nobody saw coming. A detective emotionally destroyed by what he witnesses. A revenge plot quietly forming in the shadows. And Willow slowly realizing too late that every choice she made with Sidwell may end up destroying her entire future. Guys, maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe this theory never happens. Maybe Willow and Sidwell never crossed that line but the way General Hospital has been building tension lately, I cannot ignore the possibility anymore. Because sometimes on this show, the most dangerous stories are not the loud ones. They're the quiet ones slowly boiling underneath everything while nobody notices the smoke until the whole room catches fire.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.